Hi, I'm Pastor David with Declaration Church. And there are a lot of times in our lives where we discover that people aren't necessarily who we thought they were. In fact, unexpected things happen all the time. It's October, and as you can see behind me, there is snow on the ground. We had a really early snow just this last week, and so it's been incredible to see the temperatures drop and things change so suddenly. But that's Nebraska weather for you. But what about those individuals that really have a good sense of who they are, that really understand what's going on? Daniel was one of those people, and we're going to look at a verse in Daniel chapter 6 in just a minute. But what amazes me about our world today is that so many of us have lost sight of who we are. We push, we strive, we work really hard to just fit in and become what we think the world around us wants us to be. And we have things going on in the church all the time that way also. In fact, when you go into a church that bears the title of being spirit-filled, there are a lot of things that people might expect from a church that says, hey, we're a spirit-filled church. But what I think we'll see today in this verse is the true indications of what it means to be spirit-filled. Daniel was a person in history, according to the Bible, that rose to prominence in multiple kingdoms with multiple kings. And what we find is throughout the book of Daniel, he is often described as someone who is full of the Spirit. And so I want to read this verse to you as he rises to power in the Persian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire. And it's really quite incredible. Chapter 6, verse 3, it says, "Then this Daniel became distinguished above all the other high officials and satraps because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom." So what distinguished Daniel from all of his contemporaries wasn't that he was more talented or more gifted or more intelligent, wiser than all the others. What it was that there was an excellent spirit in him. In fact, in other passages, it's described as the spirit of the gods or the spirit of God, depending on your translation. And what I think that says to us is that the truest indication of someone being filled with the Spirit is that they know who God is and they know who they are, and they're people of integrity. And that word really shares the same root as integer, which is a math term that means a whole number. I mean, there aren't any fractions, there aren't any divisions. And so many of us go through life with different pieces, different fractions. We kind of show different parts of ourselves and hide the others, always feeling a little bit fractured. But God's made you to be you. He hasn't made you to be anybody else. And we pursue so many other identities that I think if we're really going to be people of influence, if we really want to reflect God's Spirit to the rest of the world around us, we simply need to get to know who God is and who we are in Him, and then live that out every single day. As you continue through chapter 6, what we discover is what gets Daniel in trouble ultimately is just simply being who he is and continuing to live out his relationship with God every single day, the same way he always has. And it gets him stuck in the lion's den. So my encouragement to you today is that you would just simply be who God has created you to be. Be you. Be true to your own identity and live that out every single day, routinely being who God has created you to be. And watch what happens to the people around you, to the world around you. And I think what you're going to discover is that God is going to take you on a tremendous journey that you otherwise would have missed out on. So I hope this video is encouraging to you, and I hope you'll go out and actually live out who you are in the world, not trying to pursue some other identity. If these videos have been helping you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give us some comments and let us know how things are going in the comment section below. Also, share it with other people. Subscribe to the channel and be notified when we get the newest video up so you can always find our latest and be encouraged. As always, I'm Pastor David, and I'm out.